Good morning, dear friends. My name is Brooke Bucci, and I'm a multidimensional energy healer. And I offer you a new video of a meditation shamanic journey every Wednesday morning called Journeys with Brooke. Today I'm in Maryland. I am on the Patuxent River at the home of my brother's house in Mechanicsville, Maryland. Maybe somebody out there has heard of it. It's a small town in southern Maryland. I'm here assisting my family over the next couple of weeks with my parents getting moved into his home and just getting things organized. So today's journey is going to bring in the energy of the healing water. And last week we worked with earth energy. And this week we're going to call in the cleansing support of the water. And this journey today is dedicated to you caregivers out there, those of you who are taking care of family members or are in a life of your life is dedicated and in service to others. And we want to that as we know can lead to burnout and fatigue. And this has been a journey of my own where I was often giving from an empty well and recognized that I needed to come into balance with my service so that I was getting filled up just as much as I was putting out. And for me, there was also shadow. There is shadow in this healer template, those of us that carry that healing template, where we equate healing and service in the world to sacrifice and perhaps even a touch of martyrdom. And for me, where that showed up is that unless I severely, significantly, there was an old belief pattern of unless I significantly sacrificed myself, that I was not worthy. And that took many years, and still, I'm untangling that, but the majority of that shadow part has come into the light to be seen. And, it's interesting that I say those words, to be seen, because that part of me, which was such a wounded part, was desired to be witnessed, to be seen, to have the light shone on her, and for her to know deeply in her being that she was worthy just in this moment, just as she is, not because she gives of herself to others, but that she is a divine being, that is a child, an aspect of God, and has innate value. And she needed to know that aspect of me, and then embracing her, loving her, and bringing her into integration with the whole self. And so I dedicate this session today to those of you walking this journey, and that you may consciously choose, shift out of sacrifice, and recognize that you are consciously choosing this moment that is in front of you, that if you created for you, that you are consciously choosing what is choosing you, and come in to gratitude, even in the moments that you might be saying, I don't prefer this exact experience of my caregiving right now, my service right now. It feels too heavy, too exhausting. That even in those moments, what you are offering to yourself is if you can shift into that recognition that you are consciously choosing the experience that is choosing you, that you can move into a place that is offering you sovereignty, openness into the next thing, the next step. And so let's get into the healing. And so, dear ones, find yourself a comfortable place and come home. Come home to your center. And let's go to the breath first. And breathing in and out at what feels like a natural rhythm. Let your lungs fill up and then go back out, just like the water lapping on the shore. Yes, so breathing in and filling up the body and breathing out at a natural pace, a natural rhythm. Like the water coming in and coming out. And one more breath in and out. And letting your breath just fall into natural flow now. And I want you to envision yourself in the water, in a pool of salt water, or floating in the ocean. Or you might even envision yourself just near the shore, a few feet out from the shore, where you're just a little bit off the bottom and you're just floating there as the water shifts in and out, whatever feels most comforting to you. And feeling yourself held by the water. And I want you to imagine this water like the amniotic fluid of the Divine Mother. That you are being held in the waters of the womb of the Divine Mother. And in this womb of the Divine Mother, you are able to, and it is normal to breathe in the amniotic fluid, the waters around you, and breathe it back out again. That this is a normal part of going within into the womb of the Divine Mother. And so as those waters enter into your body, that salt water enters into your body, it is doing a deep cleansing. And you will feel it in and out, in and out. And feel it moving and becoming one with your blood, your lymphatic fluid, the water that is moving in and out of your cells. And feel that water lit up with divine consciousness, the love of the Divine Mother. And feel that surrounding you and moving through you. Rest, dear ones, rest, dear ones, rest. Lean into this sensation of being held in the watery fluid of divine consciousness of the Divine Mother. And as this great cleansing has moved through you, Know that it is washing away what is coming to an end for you. And perhaps you will feel into some patterns or belief systems in your system that are around a belief that service means sacrifice, that being a healer means that you are in deficit. And so turning gently within yourself to any belief system that is bubbling up around this. And now turning to that memory or belief system or part of you, the part of you that holds that old truth that you thought was reality around service equals sacrifice. And with the love of the Divine Mother, let that flow through her. And perhaps you might envision like the umbilical cord that then flows to you of gratitude and love to this part, and now letting it flow to that part that had that old belief system. Gratitude and love. Offering that aspect a gift from your heart where you hand over appreciation for how much they have done, how much they have given away, how much they have sacrificed, honoring them. And saying, now you are healed from this belief system. You are shifted into a new belief where when you are of service, when you are giving out, when you are offering healing, it is a natural flow to receive back from that being you are working with. That you are moving out of hardship, of sacrifice, and recognizing that your moment in time, your sacrifice, your giveaway in this time is actually a doorway to sovereignty, to eternal freedom, to the new radiant version of yourself. And so may you say, I consciously choose what is choosing me in this moment. I have deep gratitude for how the creation that is choosing me in this moment, how right now this creation is making me a more radiant, higher vibration version of myself. Even if in this moment that feels heavy and burdensome, even in this moment, what it is doing for me is showing what I prefer, what I desire in my life, and what I don't prefer. And so blessing you with honesty, integrity, honor as you say thank you to this part. You say thank you to your experience and say again, may I choose what is choosing me. That I recognize even in this moment that may feel burdensome and feel like I am sacrificing, that I shift the perspective and recognize it as an unfolding. That is the doorway again into your sovereignty and freedom. And allowing again this water that is holding you to wash away those old beliefs, as leaving space for the rebirth into the new version of you. And I honor each of you, honoring each of you for the vulnerability, the willingness to look at parts of the wounded healer, the parts that are feeling raw and pained in this moment. Because it is the teacher, the healer with humility, with the willingness that knows that they are on a constant journey of understanding the wounds, understanding the shadows, that is the awakening process. That is the nutshell of the process. And that you are constantly looking for, not that you're looking for always the part that needs healing, but just that you are aware that that is what we do here, is we come into separation and woundedness so that we get to experience ourselves again when we come back home to understanding that we are not that wound and that separateness, that we are divine consciousness. And so the healer knows that you are not meant at any point to be perfect, that you are not meant to be in a place of integration and alignment all of the time. That it does take going down to the deepest, darkest parts of ourselves so that we can soften to them, open our heart to ourselves, to the deepest, darkest wounds of ourself, and open ourselves to them so that we can return and be open-hearted and empathetic and hold space for others. And so it is our exact wounding and our exact challenges in life as that those of us that carry this healer template, it is our pain. In fact, many of us have experienced pain and trauma, and it is our pain that when we love it, embrace it, do that deep, dark work, that we come back and are able to hold space in balance, in recognition that I only hold space for another when I know that I have the ability and time to also hold space for myself. And so feeling the opening in the cells of your being, the opening of your heart, and you may feel your heart now really opening. It is like the chalice of the heart opening, and feel that chalice within your heart being filled up with the nectar of mercy. sing a song here in closing for you. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the beautiful love light of the One. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the beautiful love light of the One. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. So often the healer has the wall around their heart because they are such open and sensitive beings that in order to give so much, they have developed a wall, a heart wall. And so with this work today, you have softened your heart and opened, and cleared out those old versions, those old belief systems that were ready to go, held by the Divine Mother. And then yet another energy coming in now of Archangel Metatron with his platinum net of protection and blessing around you. Feeling this platinum net for you, dear, compassionate healers. Know that you are assisted by those on the other side to hold the space for you. You do not need to let everything in. And so feel this platinum net of protection blessed upon you today. That the energy that needs to come in from others that you are doing work with, whether that be healing work or caretaking work, that what is needed for you to feel filters into your field, and then it filters back out just like that water, in and out. It is not of you. You do not take it on. It just moved through your field. And that with density, negativity, that which is not in alignment for you and does not serve your highest good stays on the outside of that platinum net, bouncing off that shield of protection from Archangel Metatron. And so, dear ones, I hope and prayer is that this brought a sensation of recognition, witnessing, seeing all that you do, and showing appreciation and love, and showering of love and honoring for you. And so again, my name is Brooke Bucci. I welcome you to come back here every Wednesday morning for a meditation that is meant for recharge. And I appreciate if this message served you, that you subscribe to my channel, like and share to anyone you think may resonate with this message today. And I also encourage you to go over to my website, journeywithbrooke.com. I do individual healing sessions virtually and also in person in Edmonds, Washington. And you can see my circles and ceremonies and events that are coming up in the near future. Much love to you all. And again, the divinity in me at all times, dear one, sees the divinity in you. Many blessings.